Hello my friends, I'm Bee and this is Bee's Intuition, and today we're going to do a reading and it's going to be a quickie, I swear. This time I'm going to make it a quickie. Okay, anyways, just because I do such long videos and I know that like not everybody likes that, so we're going to do a quickie for real this time. Okay, we're just going to do like current energies, kind of energy, you know, what's going on in the energies right now. Okay, let's dive right into it. Let's not waste no more time. Okay, please and thank you, Spirit. What's going on for the collective during this time? Please and thank you. What's going on for the collective? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. What's going on for the collective? Please and thank you. Current energies for the collective. Please and thank you. Okay. Please and thank you. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Yeah, because I don't want to waste too much time. Okay. Cool. So, first card that came out, the Seven of Cups. There could be something that you're confused about or not seeing clearly on. Ace of Wands could be a new passionate beginning. Two of Wands, some sort of planning going on. Bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. So, that could be indicating that you have some sort of choice. Some sort of choice to make for your divine enlightened path. Anyways, let's start clarifying. Starting with that Seven of Cups. Please and thank you, Spirit. Anything else about that Seven of Cups? Please and thank you, Spirit. What else would you like to tell the collective? Okay, thank you. Ooh. Cool, okay. Clarifying that Seven of Cups, the Death card, Bunga Bunga. Eight of Swords, King of Swords. So there's some sort of major transformation going on here. Oh, bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. So I think it might have to do with some sort of like new beginning here with the Page of Pentacles. Like an exploration of something with growth. Somebody here is going through a major transformation. I want to say, yeah, actually, I think that this is the transformation. Eight of Swords is somebody that's kind of stuck in their head, feeling trapped, like there's no way out, but it's really just them overthinking the thing. And then the King of Swords is somebody that's more clear-headed. Somebody that is able to see things clearly, communicate clearly. Also, it's interesting that the King of Swords is popping up again, because in the past, there was a King of Swords that was popping up a lot. And yesterday we had the King of Swords pop up. So, I wonder if this could be somebody's, like an energy that's attached to the collective. Let me clarify that Death card because I want to know what this transformation is. Please and thank you, Spirit. What is that Death card trying to tell us? Please and thank you. What kind of transformation is going on here? Thank you. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Queen of Swords. Divine partner to the King of Swords. Knight of Cups. The Moon card. Six of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. Bottom of the deck energy. The Justice card. Okay. Now we're talking. So, clearly there's a match going on here. I feel like maybe somebody feels like you're a good match for them intellectually. Or maybe you just have like different interests in common. And then there's like this forward motion in regards to love, feelings, emotions. But then there's like mystery, stuff that's hidden in the dark. And then there's like this giving, but an overburdened feeling. With the Justice card at the bottom of the deck, I feel like that's gonna be like something balancing out here and creating a sense of justice. So, with this actually. There's so many different messages I'm getting, really. Because it almost feels like the Queen of Swords is the one that's sending out this messenger. And I would have thought that maybe the King of Swords would have been in that energy, but it doesn't seem like it. I wonder if... It's interesting, yeah. It feels like this is a Queen of Swords that's going for action here, about clarifying emotions or love related to something that is not clear. I feel like this Queen of Swords is potentially pursuing this King of Swords. Maybe because this King of Swords is stuck in their head at the moment with the Eight of Swords. And so maybe it's on the Queen of Swords to take that action. But this is all clarifying that Death card. So. Oh, okay. I think I get it now. So maybe it's the actions of the Queen of Swords that is changing this. That is changing this dynamic, starting this transformation. Because I honestly, I feel like somebody here is kind of fed up with being in the dark, being uncertain, and I feel like it has to do with love, emotions, romance, but it's like there's not a lot that's being said, there's not a lot that's being expressed here, and so I feel like the Queen is really taking it upon herself to give to this connection. Because I wonder if the burden here was the Queen not knowing what was going on. This is such an interesting message. Because it's usually the masculine energy that goes for these types of things. But it feels very much like the feminine energy is the one that's acting. So take it as it applies. It could just be a masculine in their feminine energy, but that wouldn't make any sense because it's like, why would they be coming forward, acting, unless they were... Yeah, it feels like maybe they're in... I don't know. It could be possible that this person is more tapped into their emotions during this time slightly. I don't know, there also feels like this sense of strategy. With the Queen of Swords. Okay, I'm actually gonna clarify the Eight of Swords under this Seven of Cups, please, thank you. Oh, somebody's like addicted to something or in a toxic mindset. Page of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck, so that is interesting. Okay, I'm also getting the message that maybe this King of Swords is overthinking things because they're kind of obsessed with this connection with the Queen of Swords here. And so maybe it's like they're so stuck in their head, not moving at all. The Queen of Swords is getting frustrated, and so she's just like, F it, I'm gonna go for it then. If you're not willing to put in the effort, I will. And it's not even necessarily the effort of the connection. It feels more so like, let's just like put it out on the table. Let's just put it out where everybody can, like, not everybody, but like, you know, where we can see it. Loud car. Anyways, confirmation. But yeah, if like, it honestly feels like the Queen of Swords is just trying to expose what is in the dark right now, and it feels like there's feelings that could be quite mutual. Yeah, I feel like this sense of the Queen being fed up with like waiting for this masculine to get into a time of being able to communicate, a time of like really putting it out there, like, hey, I got feelings for you. How do you feel? Do you want to like give to this connection? But also with that Ten of Wands, I think I'm going to clarify this Ten of Wands because it feels like there's some sort of burden. So I don't know if that's the Queen of Swords feeling burdened with having to approach the King of Swords, feeling like they have to, you know, step into their masculine energy when they really don't want to. Because it feels like the King of Swords is not moving. And that's the issue. But it's like, there's also like a lot of hard work with the Ten of Wands. And I almost feel like this could even be the Queen of Swords being like, if they come forward, the Queen of Swords goes towards the King of Swords and is like, hey, I got feelings for you. How do you feel? And you have this exchange. I almost feel like the Queen of Swords is like, well, but don't get it twisted. You know, I'm not going to be the one putting in all the effort in this dynamic. So it's like, it's interesting. It's an interesting kind of message with this because it almost is like, the Queen of Swords is like, hey, I got feelings for you. I wonder if you feel the same way. And then we can exchange this, balance out those scales, but don't get it twisted. I'm not going to be the one putting in all the effort here. You're going to have to give some back, you know? Because you probably, like, if this is you, if you're in this Queen of Swords energy, and you have to approach this masculine King of Swords energy, you probably have had past relationships where you were the one that was putting in all the work. And I feel like if this is what's happening, that you have to approach this King of Swords because they're not moving, so you have to step into it and move what is not, like what the king is not willing to move it forward. I feel like you're gonna be like, straight up, like, I am not gonna be the only one putting in all the effort in this connection if this is something that we can work out and balance and give back and forth with. Yeah, I'm gonna clarify that Ten of Wands because it's like, I don't know, I don't want this Queen of Swords to feel like she has to, and I'm saying she because the Queen, I'm referring to the Queen, but it's like, yeah, I don't, yeah, I don't want this Queen of Swords to feel like she has to shoulder and like carry all of this burden, you know? Like, I'm the one that has to act, I'm the one that has to express myself, I'm the one that has to put in effort. It feels like frustrated. And it's like, maybe you do want this connection, maybe you do want to explore this new beginning, but it's like, well, at what cost to yourself? Can you clarify that Ten of Wands sign for me, Spirit? What's that Ten of Wands trying to tell us, please? Thank you. Did I show you that the Devil card came out for the Eight of Swords, by the way? It did. So they're in their head because of being addicted to this, feeling obsessed with it. Maybe even like addicted to their own self-limiting beliefs and thoughts. Negative thought patterns. Okay, Ten of Wands, please and thank you. Thank you. Okay, oh my. So, the Ten of Wands clarified by the Temperance card. High Priestess. Seven of Cups. Still illusions here. What is going on? Also, the High Priestess and the Seven of Cups, that gives mysterious in the dark energy. Something is not clear. And there's like healing that's necessary with this. Transformation that's necessary within this. The burden is not knowing. That's what it's giving me. This burden is not knowing. So maybe this has been sort of like a thing that's been going on for some time. There's like maybe romantic tension between someone here and another person. I'm gonna say that the Queen of Swords is kind of giving me the collective's energy. But of course, take it as it best resonates for you in your situation. I feel like maybe you're just trying to put it to rest even. If this has been going on for some time and like you're getting frustrated, you're getting fed up because this masculine's just not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it's like you feel the need to have to like clarify what the heck is going on here. I'm sick of being in the dark. and having to rely solely on my intuition. I don't have a clear idea of what's going on. I don't have a clear idea of how you feel about this. I have no idea if you reciprocate these feelings. I hope that you do, but like, it's possible that this person has been very closed off to this. And it's like, yeah, you want to lay down this burden of like not knowing. And it feels like you kind of have to be the bullet in the gun, you know? You have to be the person to do the action here. And maybe it's even your intuition that's guiding you to step into this energy of being straightforward, just coming out with it, communicating clearly, putting it all on the table. It's almost like the longer that this goes without clarity, the more you're gonna get confused. The more you're gonna not know which way to go, who to, like, if you should even trust this person, if you should go for this person. Because it's almost like it's interesting. Bottom of the deck energy is the Empress. This is such an interesting energy because it's like, okay, if you are represented by the Queen of Swords, and then the Empress at the bottom of the deck represents you, you're like in your divine feminine energy. So it's almost like telling me, at least, that like maybe this King of Swords is not on your level. And I even wonder if you might intimidate this King of Swords to a degree. But honestly, if this King of Swords cannot step up to the plate and provide you with what you need, desire, or whatever, then they should get to the back of the line and let whoever's next come up, you know? It feels like they're kind of creating a blockage because it's almost like a feeling of not knowing where the other person stands, and so it's just leading to this like tension, and maybe you're even like blocking your other options because you're like your attention has been focused on this one person. And so it's like, I almost feel like you just want to clear the air with this person. Like, do I stand a chance or not? And if you say that you don't feel the same way, then fine, I'm gonna head out. You know, that's kind of the energy it's giving. Like, it's like, I just want to know. I just want to know. Do you have feelings for me too? Is this something that we can pursue together? I think I would also just advise, because I kind of don't like that energy of like the Eight of Swords being clarified by the Devil, and then with the Ten of Wands being clarified by these three cards, and the Temperance card especially, because it's like, okay, if this King of Swords is going through their Devil moment, Dark Night of the Soul, kind of struggling with something in their life, I don't want you to be stepping into the position of the healer, because that's also sort of like a black hole to get sucked down that you can never really return from. Being the healer, it's like you deserve somebody that's not a work in progress. And not to say that you can't date somebody that's going through their own stuff, or that you can't date somebody that struggles in certain areas of their life. That's not what I'm saying at all. But rather, don't take it upon yourself, this person's burdens, this person's baggage, this person's stuff that they're working through. I don't want you to feel the need, truly, to feel like you have to take that upon yourself to work through. Because that's this King of Swords' baggage and his own thing that he needs to work through. That's not your responsibility. That's not your job in a relationship. You can't heal somebody else. They can only heal themselves. And I almost worry that this could be you even feeling the need to like heal this person. to heal them or like even save them from themselves, which is like, I'm not judging you, because I feel like the reason that this is coming up is truly probably because of how you've been programmed and how you have had to be in relationships in the past. You probably were that person. You probably were the healer. You probably were the person that took on the other person's burdens and took it upon yourself to heal that person, even though they weren't willing to. And so I guess I would just say, watch out for that. Don't fall back into that trap, because it's a slippery trap to get stuck in. You know, it's really hard to get out of one of those when it starts. Also, with the Empress energy, you are this kind-hearted, beautiful soul. And you're very powerful. And I just would worry that you are using your energy up, your power up, on either something that's a lost cause, something that you truly don't have that kind of control over, such as healing that other person for them. So I want to say, just remember who the heck you are, because you're worth so much more than being the person that has to do everything. You're so much more than the person that has to take on all of that other person's baggage, all of that other person's healing, all of that other person's responsibilities to themselves. It's not your responsibility to take care of them. You're not this person's parent. You're not responsible for healing them. They are responsible for that work themselves. Yeah. Especially because if they're still in that double energy and you're coming in with the Temperance card, it feels like you're going to try and fix this person for them. Or that you're going to... Yeah, because obviously if you love, like, care for somebody, you're going to naturally want to help that person if you see them going through a rough time. But there are limits to how we can help people. There are certain boundaries and standards that we need to maintain in order so that we don't drain ourselves and deplete ourselves and leave ourselves as an empty, hollow shell while we're pouring into all of our energy, all of our power into somebody else and leaving nothing for ourselves. So I would just say be aware of that. With illusions, there could be deception happening. So maybe this person is leading you on. I'm not necessarily getting that, but it's a concern in the background, I would say. If you're getting that sort of intuitive download that this person is just leading you on, giving you false hope for a future when there's no intention of actually acting upon that, you might have to release it because it feels like it could definitely get toxic and not be serving for you and not on your not part of your enlightened path and your enlightened choices. So you may have to choose, like, hey, is this person actually worth this investment, or am I wasting my time? Is this person showing any action, or am I the person that's doing all the action here, you know? So I would just keep that in the back of your mind. Let's move on to that Ace of Wands. Please and thank you, Spirit. This is why I can't do quickies, because it's like, I get one message and then I'm like, okay, well, there's a bunch of things I can, branch off and talk about here. Okay. Ace of Swords clarified by Four of Cups, Justice, Four of Swords, bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Okay. Okay, so what I'm getting with this, starting out with that Four of Cups, I'm so sorry if this is somebody that you actually care about, because I don't know. It feels almost like this could very much be that person's energy. You're offering your cup of love to this person and they're just like, meh, I've seen better. It's almost like, ugh. And especially if this person is not answering questions straightforwardly, if this person is not giving you clear communication and is leaving you with this vague feeling of like, maybe there's something there, maybe there isn't, maybe this could happen, maybe it couldn't, that is a rejection in and of itself. Anything that's confusing, anything that's not clear when it comes from that person that you really want to be with, I personally would take that as a rejection. Like that person's just afraid to reject you, or they want to keep you as an option. There's so many reasons for a person to try and give you vague answers and avoid straightforward and to the point that kind of communication, because it's like they don't want to lose you, but they also don't want to keep you. So it's like, yeah. And I almost feel like when you accept that this is the energy that this person is in, where it's almost like as you can see in this picture, this person's not thrilled to be offered this cup of love. And if your cup of love is not enough for this person, the Ace of Wands is telling you you have a new passionate beginning waiting for you when you finally leave this dusty, crusty in the past. You know what I mean? Strong sense of justice too, I feel like, when you take the time to realize, oh wait, this person is wasting my time. What am I doing here? And maybe that's what the universe wants you to realize. You know, not everybody that we have feelings for wants us back. Not everybody that we have that hope for is going to treat us the way that we deserve. I feel like that's really a big message here. Yeah, because it's like there may even be some sort of revealing of truth here that creates that sense of justice. Maybe this person does straight up give you the answers that you were looking for, and maybe it's not in the way that you were hoping for. You know, maybe this person is just straight up like, you know, I'm not really feeling it. Or maybe if this person gives you those vague answers and not really, like non-answers, I would call it, you know, like where it's like not really an answer to the question that you asked, but it's kind of beating around the bush. I feel like you also have that type of intuition where it's like, if you sense that this person is giving you that energy and not really straightforward communication, not clear communication, I feel like you're gonna know exactly what you're gonna do. And it's like with that information, you're able to move on. You're like, okay, I got bigger and better fish to fry out there. You know, I don't gotta wait around for this person that is just gonna waste my time, that is just gonna lead me on with these hopes of the future when there's really no concrete evidence and action to back up what they are confusing me with, pretty much. And it's like, when you realize that, when you truly understand that this person's not for you, or this person's just going to waste your time, this person's like a waste of time, it's going to balance those scales out, and it's going to create a strong sense of justice, because I feel like once you release that person, somebody else is going to come right in. Because the Empress at the bottom of the deck before was clearly indicating that you are this beautiful, majestic, powerful energy. And you are worthy of somebody that is the same way. Somebody that is also powerful, captivating, on your level, you know? Like somebody that is truly willing to put in the work, put in the effort, put in the action, so that you're not sitting back and wondering, oh, do they have feelings for me or do they not? Do we have a future together or do we not? You deserve somebody that will never, how do I word this? You deserve to have somebody that wants to be with you and makes it known that they want to be with you. You are deserving of somebody that puts in just as much action as you do. I don't know why, but this is really getting intense for me. Like, I feel like I need to kind of force this message here. It's like very emphasized. Like, you are worth having somebody that you don't have to be stuck in your head about. And I wonder if, like, maybe you've only ever experienced people that have kept you in your head. But I feel like this may be the learning curve here. This may be the time in which you have to use those tools that you have grown, those healing techniques, those ways of seeing your own value and realizing, wait a second, I'm wasting my time on this dude. or whoever. You know, I'm just saying dude mostly because of the King of Swords being represented, but apply it to any gender, anybody that's wasting your time. And you know, when you come to this realization, it probably will be difficult. Nobody ever wants to accept the fact that my crush doesn't like me back, you know? Trust me, been there, done that, it's heartbreaking. But I feel like focusing on yourself, I know, I can already hear the sigh of what is it called? Aspiration, that's not the word I want to use, I don't think. But like, you know, I can hear the sighs of frustration. Maybe that's the word I was looking for. But this could also be, okay, I'm getting a couple of messages with this one. First off, I feel like you may need to heal from this person if this is something that's been going on a long time and you haven't had any straightforward answers or, you know, anything super concrete, no actions to back up what this person is promising for you. Once you realize that this person just isn't it, that could be kind of depressing, and you'll have to take care of yourself. Care for yourself during that time. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to go through those tough times of heartbreak. But I feel like maybe there's a reminder here that it's not, just because you're going through that moment right now doesn't mean that it's always going to be this way. You may even like find there's some sort of power within meditation or prayer, communicating with your spirit guides or spirit in general. Maybe even asking spirit for a sign that if this person isn't it, or, you know, is it, you know? Because it feels like there's something that comes out of you doing this work of like maybe taking a step back from the situation, focusing again on yourself, focusing on, maybe it's even trying to just say like build up your confidence, you know? Especially if you're like trying to entertain this person that's not giving you anything straightforward. Maybe consider like, why do I feel like my value, like, why do I think that somebody wasting my time is aligned to my value? Why do I feel like, you know, why do I feel like I'm accepting these types of people? Why do I feel like I'm entertaining these types of people? And what does that say about my own confidence in the way that I view myself, in the way that I value myself? Because there's something about realizing your value, realizing that you are worth so much more than all of this. And I wonder if you come out of that time with a more a more optimistic mindset. I also feel like there could be a beginning in passion here with somebody else. Maybe somebody unexpected. I almost feel like once you release this person, and I mean, oh, maybe that's what the Four of Swords is talking about. Taking that time out to truly wrap your mind around the fact that this person is just not for you. Because like sometimes, I'll just out myself here. I've been guilty of doing this, you know. I'll say, okay, well that person's not for me. Time to download these dating apps, make myself a dating profile, and check out all these people on these dating apps without taking the time to really grieve that loss, because it is loss at the end of the day. And your mind, your body, your heart, it's gonna take, even if it's just like, well, yeah, it's gonna take your body, mind, spirit, soul, some time to heal the fact that the person that you've been putting all your hopes and dreams into, the person that you've been hoping for, the person that you've been wishing for, the person that you've been hoping that will just come to their senses, that will finally act, that will finally express how much they love you. When you finally realize that that person is not for you, it's going to take some time for you to fully conceptualize that, understand that, and accept that within yourself. And I feel like it's so important to allow yourself to grieve. I know how silly it may sound, like, oh, it was just a crush, I shouldn't be this attached to some rando, but it matters. It matters that it hurt you. It matters that this was painful. It matters that this was difficult. And so allow yourself that time to grieve. Allow yourself that time to accept this. And I feel like when you come out of that time of truly just like focusing on the fact like, damn, this really sucks and I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I'm feeling heartbreak right now. I feel like crap because the person that I've been wanting, the person that I've been hoping for doesn't feel the same way and happens to not be my person after all. It's going to take an adjustment period. And so I feel like honestly, that's probably what, more than anything, Spirit is trying to tell you. Just allow yourself that adjustment period because it's going to take a little bit of time. I don't think you're going to be able to just like forget this person instantly and then go on a dating app and find the love of your life. You know, like it's like, and sometimes we can even get ourselves into trouble by diving headfirst into a dating app when we're not fully healed, when we're not fully, when we've not fully accepted that that person's not for us, or when we haven't had the time to grieve over that past person that is not for us. And so it's like, I feel like, just be true with yourself, be honest with yourself. I feel like there's also truth that's involved with this. Being honest with yourself, being honest with the situation, the reality of the situation even. Yeah, and like allow yourself to feel those pains. Allow yourself to feel crummy. Reach out to those supports that you have around you, your friends, your family, your pets, you know, like whatever you have for emotional support, like lean on those during that time. Take care of yourself. Do things that will make you happy, that will boost your mood. Watch a comfort movie, watch a comfort show, read your favorite book, you know, eat some ice cream, eat a pizza, you know, like do those things that usually you may not do, but when you're going through it, when you're having a rough time, sometimes a pizza will help you get through that. Sometimes, you know, a whole container of ice cream might just help you, you know, go through that heartache, that heartbreak, and come out in one piece, let's just say, you know? So don't judge yourself for whatever it takes for you to heal from that, for whatever it takes for you to move through that grief. Because it's true, like those feelings are real, those feelings need to be validated, and it's okay. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel that grief. It's okay to feel heartbroken over the situation. It's going to be heartbreaking. If this is the reality that you have to realize, it's going to be heartbreaking. And so it's okay. It's okay for you to go through that process. And it's healthy for you. It's healthy for you. Also, getting in touch with your inner child could also be incredibly helpful during this time. Do things that you used to enjoy as a child, even. I don't know why this is coming to mind, but like playing hide and go seek with a friend even could be fun. Honestly, that kind of gives me an idea that I kind of want to play hide and go seek with a friend now. Well, not right now, but like in general. That'd be fun. Especially at night. What do they call that? Like bugs in a rug or something? Hide and go seek in the dark. That's fun. Anyways, you know, stuff like that, you know, that you used to enjoy as a kid, and like, you know, maybe you haven't done that in a long time, and so it's like, do something like that with your friends, or, you know, just with your cat, or like with yourself even, you know, like what are the things that you used to do to entertain yourself as a kid that you used to get a kick out of? Just try that. See if it, you know, sparks anything within you. And I feel like it could. And it could be very healing for you. But yeah, taking the time out to do this will pay off. The stained glass window is somebody giving to somebody else, and so I feel like that's being emphasized with that card right now. Doing this work, taking the time out to grieve, taking the time out to heal, taking the time out to recuperate and recover from this will be way more valuable to you, will create a lot more positive outcomes. Like there's something that's going to be gained. Like you're going to gain more than just healing when you do this. Maybe it will also help you become more wise, help you become more understanding of yourself and how you work in these relationship dynamics even. Okay, let's go on and clarify that Two of Wands. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for this Two of Wands? Please and thank you. Okay, let's see. Okay, what do we got? Anything else for that Two of Wands? Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay, so clarifying that Two of Wands, Four of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Fool card. Ooh, this is interesting. Bottom of the deck energy, Queen of Pentacles. So this is really interesting because like the Two of Wands is really about like plan making, making some plans here to go for something, and maybe even just realizing that you want something more here. With the Four of Pentacles, this could be truly you just reflecting on your past and how you've held on to these dusty crusties. And I'm not judging you at all because I have held on to those dusty crusties way longer than I should have. Let's just put that there. So when I'm talking about this kind of stuff, I'm talking from personal experience, okay? Yeah, so it could be that you are noticing this pattern of behavior. You're realizing, I'm holding on to people maybe out of a sense of like a lack mentality. You know, it's crazy. You know, especially because I personally believe that a lot of us are programmed to have a lack mentality. Most of us, at least. Maybe if you're like born super rich, you don't have a lack mentality. But most of us, the 99%, are probably going to have a lack mentality to some degree. And it's going to take like not just one healing episode, but multiple healing episodes to get over that fear of lack. You know, that feeling of like, oh, I have to hold on to this because I might not find anything better. I have to hold on to this because I've created a whole scenario in my head about how they're my soulmate. You know, like there's just so many things that go into that. And so it's like, it's going to take a long time to untangle that mess that has been built up over your whole lifetime. And so like just releasing that mentality of a lack mindset, it's going to be difficult. And there's going to be multiple times where you think that you've gotten better and you're like, wow, I don't have that lack mindset anymore. But then it starts creeping in with here and here and here. And then your ego's like trying to tell you like, hey, what if this is your soulmate and you're never going to find somebody like them again? And so you're like, oh my gosh, maybe this person's my soulmate. I should hold on to them even though they're not treating me well. Or they're not even reciprocating my feelings. Like, you know, we convince ourselves that these things are worth holding on to when they're truly not. And I feel like this is honestly you going through this reflection of being like, I want so much more than what I'm afraid to let go of. And honestly, this King of Wands energy is giving me, I think that you're going to be attracting somebody else. I feel like when you realize this, that you're holding on to people that maybe you have no business holding on to. Again, I'm speaking from personal experience. It's like once you release that, it feels like somebody much more confident, much more charismatic, much more passionate. There is a lot of Wands action with that Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, King of Wands. I feel like this could be somebody that you're very attracted to. And maybe it starts out with just attraction and it builds to something more. But I feel like this could be somebody that's way more on your level because at least like the King of Wands has more of a charismatic energy. King of Swords, not so much. And you were showing up as the Empress earlier, so I feel like you need somebody that's a little bit fiery. You need somebody that's a little bit like charismatic because you're charismatic, right? You need somebody that's just as attractive as you are, you know? And that doesn't have to be superficial. That doesn't have to be on the surface. But, you know, somebody that has your energy, returns your energy. Also, that's another good thing. The King of Wands is somebody that goes for what they want because they know what they're passionate about and their passion drives them and it motivates them and encourages them. Because that Fool card is telling you that you have a new beginning on the horizon. It's like, I swear, it's really saying, like, get rid of this bozo over here, and you're gonna have a new beginning over here. Like, it's looking pretty positive. Like, the Fool card is a very beautiful new beginning, filled with optimism, pure intentions, sunshine, like happiness. Yeah. Yeah, it feels almost like you may even feel like, I honestly feel like this could even be like spirit, like kind of faking you out. I don't even know how to explain this. It almost feels like, this is gonna sound so crazy, but it almost feels like maybe you felt like the divine was leading you to this King of Swords at first, and you were like, okay, that's my person. I'm gonna go for him because I feel like that is who I'm supposed to be with. But maybe there's somebody else that maybe you didn't even see, or maybe wasn't in the picture yet, and maybe you had to go through that process with the King of Swords of like being infatuated, you know, yearning for them, desiring them, hoping for them to act, them not acting, them ignoring you, them not getting you straightforward answers, clear communication. And then when you release that, it's like the King of Wands comes in and is like, hey, how you doing? And it feels like that's all part of the plan. Like the divine plan. Like I feel like, I know this is gonna sound insane because it's like, what good could possibly come out of me being attracted to somebody and hoping for a future with that person, hoping for everything with that person, just for that not to be my person? Like what good could possibly come out of that? But it feels like it's all part of the steps on this path. I swear, like as soon as you release this person, it feels like somebody else is gonna step into the picture, and this is somebody that actually backs up what they say with action. Also, I feel like this is your energy at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. So first off, you're very down to earth, very like, I almost feel like this is the energy that you're stepping into once you release that Four of Pentacles energy and this King of Swords energy. Once you release that, I feel like you're entering this time of calmness, groundedness, more going with the flow. Like, oh, you're entering a flow state. That's what it is. It feels like you're like, you may have been a little bit tightly holding on to certain desired outcomes with that King of Swords, hoping for a future, imagining a future with that person, building a storyline in your head. Again, speaking from personal experience, I'm not calling you out and judging you at all. But it's like you release that King of Swords, and then it's like there's a peace that comes into your life. There's a peace that takes over your energy. And I feel like it's going to be quite captivating to this King of Wands energy that's going to be stepping up to the plate for you. And it feels like, it just feels different. Like, it feels like this King of Wands actually is going to care about you. And I feel like that may be something that you're not used to. And actually, that kind of gets me going back to the bottom of the deck of the other deck here with that Lovers card. The choice could be truly between lovers here. Do you want to waste your time with this King of Swords being stuck in their head, going through their stuff, but you're hoping for something, maybe it will happen, maybe it won't, maybe they want to be with you, maybe they don't, you know, like, you could live in that kind of confusion, that cloud of, you know, that fog that is just very disorienting. Are you going to get lost in that fog? Are you going to come out and move on and choose somebody that's really on your enlightened path? Like your divine path, your divine purpose. Because it feels like you do have a soulmate here. But I feel like it's going to take you releasing somebody that's kind of attached to your energy. And it's like once you clear that away, you're going to have an open space for this King of Wands to come right in and take care of you the way that you deserve to be taken care of. it's so strange because I feel like almost it was necessary. Like, I feel like it almost was necessary for you to have feelings for this King of Swords. For them to kind of, like, you know, beat around the bush, not be straightforward, blah, 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 waste your time. And then it's like, when you come out of that is when you're going to be meeting this King of Wands, or like this King of Wands going to make themselves known. If this is somebody that's already in your life, they're going to make themselves known to you. They're in their power. King of Wands is also confident, so I feel like it's not going to be as much of a concern as with that King of Swords, with him, the King of Swords being in that Eight of Swords energy, overthinking, being kind of like conflicted, maybe even a little bit not confident. King of Wands is a different energy. King of Wands is way more confident in themselves. And maybe that quality of that Four of Pentacles, you holding on to things, could even, like, maybe there's like a lighter side to that Four of Pentacles of like the way that you stick with things. Maybe you're a stubborn person like I am, where you stick with things until the very end. That could even be a quality that this King of Wands actually really admires about you. Maybe that even like could be one of their, one of the qualities that they really admire most about you, the fact that you stick with things, the fact that you are steadfast and loyal, and you know that you will see something through to the end. And so maybe there's even like a bright side to that Four of Pentacles, even telling you like, although there are parts of that that are kind of toxic, you know, like holding on to dusty crusties, but there's also a positive side of when it matters, like when you have a true connection, when you have that real love in your life, you will stick with it until the end. You will see things through until the end. And so I feel like that could be something that is very attractive to this King of Wands, because maybe this King of Wands hasn't had a lot of loyalty, or people that are like willing to stick it out for them. So I feel like maybe that's even a part of this healing process for you, is to realize like, you know, sure, I have this within me to hold on to things way too tight and maybe not the things that are not so great for me, but I also have that ability to hold on to things that are good for me, and go for the things and see them through, like the things that I actually want to do, the things that I actually have payback, you know, with, like there's some sort of like give and take there, some sort of like reward for my hard work here. And so it's like, it may not even be necessarily that you have to completely get rid of that part of yourself, but rather pick the parts of it that are positive, that are healthy. So yeah, if you're stubborn, then maybe that stubbornness can serve you in certain ways. You just have to be aware of the ways in which it doesn't serve you. And that's okay. We have those complex emotions, those complex parts of ourselves, personalities, qualities. And so, yeah, you may just have to find that sweet spot, you know? A little bit of back and forth, a little bit of, you know, because life is all about duality. You know, it's about the dark and the light. And so, it makes sense that it only makes sense that you would have that duality within you too. The fact that you can stick with things till the end and see them through. And you can also hold on to things that don't serve you. So it's like, yeah, noticing that within you, strengthening the positive, healthy parts of that, and maybe trying to sort of starve off the parts of it that are not so good and not so serving for you. I feel like this is really about like your internal journey. Yeah. Very beautiful, actually. I actually really like this because it's a very straightforward message. I feel like you're getting your time wasted with somebody and then somebody else is not going to waste your time. So, just keep that in mind, okay? I have no idea if this is actually a quickie. I have a feeling it's probably over an hour. I don't know. Because I feel like as soon as I blink, it's over an hour. Because I just get so sucked into the messages here. Anywho, it doesn't matter. Regardless, I hope that you really appreciated this reading, and I hope that it resonated for you. If it resonated at all, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you can become a part of the Hive Collective, because my name is Bee, bees live in hives, and you can become an honorary bee like me, and we can be a little bee family together. Yes, and if you like my readings, you can be, or if you like my readings, be sure to click that bell icon down below so that YouTube actually notifies you. And I super appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.